सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। Shall we discuss further? So first we revise what we did in the morning. Okay? So let's say together the whole chart. Okay? Without looking. Or you look for a minute and then we start. Ready? So top Om. V. No, you must say the small one, no? That acronyms, not the whole. On top Om. V. B. M. I. P. F. T. O. E. T. Now expansion. Atman. Vasanas. Body. Mind. Intellect. Perceiver. Feeler. Thinker. Object. Emotion. Thoughts. Again, this one again. Atman, Vasana, Bodhi, mind, intellect, perceiver, feeler, thinker, objects, emotions, thoughts. Okay? So, the pure self, Atman, with the equipments of body, mind, intellect, and these equipments are governed by vasanas. So the Om, through the medium of vasanas, functions through the body, mind and intellect. Correct? Why I say through the medium? Because each one of our bodies, mind and intellect are governed by different sets of vasanas. Is it not? So his vasana is different from his vasana. His vasana different from his vasana. Like that, each one of us are different. Correct? Even though they are twins, what is different? Vasanas are different. Because they are twins, they have similar genes. But then you will find their mind and intellect are different. And what makes their mind and intellect different? Vasanas. In fact, because of the vasanas, we get different births. Because of what we get different births? Because of vasanas, we get different births. So, where you are born, in what way you are born? You are born as a human being. Some other individual is born as a dog, cat, elephant, tiger, lion, zebra, tortoise, fish, tulsi plant, mango tree. They are also living beings, right? So what is different? What makes each one of us get different birth? The vasanas. Now we are all born as human beings. That means our vasanas are human type. And because our vasanas are human type, we get a body which is also human type. And in the body there is brain. Is it not? Brain is mind? No. Brain is body, part of body. Because we can see the brain. So that particular brain will depend upon, that body will depend upon the vasanas. Understand? So it is vasanas which govern everything. And therefore, vasanas are all powerful. If your vasana changes, your life also will change. Yes or no? Now suppose you have, let us say, some kind of vasanas, you will attract some kind of people. Now you all have got spiritual vasanas. Yes or no? The people whom you are attracting are what? Spiritual type of people. Suppose you have got, let us say, or suppose you had before, drinking vasanas. What kind of people will come around you? Those who like drinking will come around you. Suppose you got mathematics vasanas. What kind of friends you will have in your school, college? Those people who like mathematics. Suppose you got music vasanas. Then your friends also will become. So what determines your life? Vasanas. And therefore vasana are karana. What are they karana for? They are karana for the kind of desires that you have in the intellect. They are karana for the type of thoughts you get in the mind. And they are also karana for the type of the body you get while you take a new birth. So next birth, what will be the body you will have? Depends on what? Depends on the vasana. Occasionally we say depends on the mind, depends on the intellect, but actually vasana. Right? And that is why vasana is called as karana sharira. Body is called as sthula sharira. Mind and intellect are called as sukshma sharira. So this is clear? So with this, one concept is over. So in the BMI chart, suppose which is Atman? Immediately what you must say? Om. What is Karana Sharira? Vasana. What is Sukshma Sharira? Mind and intellect. What is Stula Sharira? Body. You see how it becomes so easy in this chart? It's clear. Okay? So, Atman, using the equipments of the body, mind and intellect, which are in turn governed by the vasanas, okay, function in the world of objects. Now please remember, when I say world of object, is the world only object? Is the world only object? Think. Only objects, right? But, okay, world is only object? Yeah? This is the only world? Is this only world? Suppose somebody in the class is there. Which world are you now? Which world are you now? We ask, is it not? Which world are you now? Sorry, my mind went somewhere. World is not only object. That is, see, this is a gross body, is it not? And gross body will have gross object. Subtle body will have subtle objects. And subtle body functions in subtle object, gross body functions in gross object. Now I am taking this. Now which is this is gross body, is it not? My hand, gross body. Now what is it interacting with? Gross object. But my mind will interact with what? Thoughts, emotions. Right? Therefore, the world of objects for the gross body or stula sharira, the world of emotions for the mind, and the world of thoughts for the intellect. Now, which world are you in now? World of thoughts. Correct? And where your body is? World of object. Where your mind is? World of emotion. Now, probably no. Because now only the intellect is functioning. But suppose at this point of time, when I was doing a little bit of, I was talking about this person, where are you? Now, when at that time what happened? Immediately you started laughing and all, na? Now, that was what? Emotions. So, when I say world, the world can be object, emotions, or thoughts. You understand? Stula sharira, stula vishaya. Sanskrit word now. Stula sharira, stula vishaya. Sukshma sharira. Which is sukshma sharira? Mind and intellect. And sukshma vishaya? Emotions and thoughts. Stula sharira, stula vishaya. Sukshma sharira, sukshma vishaya. Clear? So now let us complete that earlier sentence. What was the sentence we started? I Atman, okay? Atman with the equipments of the body, mind and intellect, governed by the vasanas, functions in the world of or experiences the world of objects. Continue. Only objects, emotions and thoughts. Then only sentence is complete. Okay? Shall I say this again? Atman with the equipments of the body, mind, intellect, governed by the vasanas. Which is governed by the vasanas? Body, mind and intellect governed by the vasanas. Experiences or functions. Experience is a better word. Experiences what all? The world of, or you can say the gross world of objects and the subtle world of emotions and thoughts. Atma, we have seen what is vasana, we have seen what is body, mind, intellect, we have seen objects, emotions, thoughts. Now only one thing is remaining. What is that? PFT. Perceiver, feeler, thinker. Now, you just think for yourself, what is this perceiver, feeler, thinker? But don't think like this. Think what is within you. What is perceiver, feeler, thinker? In you. In you. Suppose I ask, what is the body? What will you show? Body. Mind, I can't show you, but I can, I have. I was very much feeling today, and the children and all. The children did not eat food today morning, today afternoon. I felt so bad for them. And I went there and said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you put in mouth. Is it not? I was feeling for the children. Now that feeling is emotions, which belongs to the world of the mind. And thoughts, now what we are understanding, that is the world, thoughts are in the world of the intellect. Okay? So this you are able to show. Thoughts, emotions, body. Now I am asking you one question. Show me this perceiver, feeler, thinker. Which is that in you? All these things are within us, is it not? Atman is consciousness. Vasanas are impressions. Everything is in you. Now, where is this perceiver, feeler, thinker? Think and say. Little more think. What is perceiver? Can I use some other word for perceiver? Seer. Who is seer? I am asking who? In you, which one? Body, if I say, you will show. Mind, I will say, you will show, emotions, thoughts. You will show. Intellect, that also you can show. You can experience. Now, what is perceiver, feeler, thinker within you? This whole thing is about you only, is it not? So, where is that? You are the seer. Okay. Who is the feeler? One minute. Now she is asking, no? So I am replying to her. You, in the meantime, you also think. She is saying, I am the perceiver. Correct? Feeler? I am the feeler. And thinker? I am the thinker. But then who is this then? So Atman is you or this is you? Atman means self, is it not? Self? Self 3 sees the object through the body. Senses are in the body, na? Eyes, ears, these kind of senses in the body. So, the self sees the objects through the body, and when the self sees the objects through the body, self gets the name perceiver. Do you get the point? So, who is perceiver? Perceiver is a name for the self when it functions through the body, and the body is governed by vasana. That is a different point. So, who is perceiver? Perceiver is you, the self, when it is doing the function of perceiving. You understand? So, the answer, I am the perceiver, is correct. So, this is my avatar. You understand? It is my avatara means what? Om taking avatara in the realm of the body, mind and intellect becomes perceiver, feeler, thinker. Yeah? Me only. When I have these upadhis of body, mind and intellect and function, then I myself become the perceiver, feeler, thinker. And one point I want to tell you now, this is true I, this is temporary I. This is true I. This is temporary I. Why I say temporary I? Why I say, think. Don't have to answer everything immediately. Why do I say this is true I and this is temporary I? What is the meaning of temporary? Tatkalikam. That which is not permanent. So now prove how perceiver is not permanent. When the body dies. Correct? When the body dies, I don't see the objects. And therefore, perceiver goes away. Only when the body dies, any time else other than that. Sleep, very good. Sleep also, I don't become the perceiver. Which sleep? Deep sleep. Dream sleep? Okay, forget about, first let us think about deep sleep. Anywhere else, anytime else you lose perceiver? Bodhakshayam is what? Unconscious state. Yes. Swoon, that is called swoon. Yes, W-O-O-N, swoon. You faint. Then also you are not perceiver. You understand? So perceiver goes away when you do not function through the body. And therefore, perceiver is temporary. And you can see the perceiver coming and the perceiver going. Yes or no? Night when you are in deep sleep, you know that you are not perceiver. After waking up, you know you are perceiver. Therefore, perceiver comes and goes. And therefore, perceiver is temporary. And perceiver coming and going is known by Om, consciousness. And therefore, this is permanent. And this is true I. Clear? Okay. O-E-I. Is it T, thoughts? Thoughts is Chinta, planning, thinking, ideas. How to do Balavihar camp? What to do? What all games to have for children? Where to get clay for making Ganesha? These are all thoughts. OET. Okay. But Atman can become perceiver only if it functions through the body. And Atman stops being perceiver if consciousness of the body goes away. Therefore, perceiver is temporary. Now, prove feeler is temporary. What is feeler? Atman identified, functioning through the mind. And the mind experiencing the world of emotions, correct? Here experiencing world of objects. Here experiencing world of emotions. Then Atman becomes perceiver, feeler. And I am saying PFT is temporary. Temporary. Sthayi illa. Okay. Now prove that. Correct. Again deep sleep example. Then? Okay, Bodhakshayam. Then? Coma. Careful, body dies. If body dies, mind goes away. If body dies, mind goes away. One minute. Okay, we will take that little later. Okay, about death we will take little later. We will come to it later. Any other example? Now also you think you are not feeler. Now you are only thinker. Yes? Now you are not feeler, you are thinker. When we start working, we means when Atman starts working through the intellect, identifies with the intellect, and has only thoughts. At that time, emotions may not be there. When emotions are not there, then you are not feeler. You are only thinker. Sometimes you can be only thinker but not feeler. Sometimes you can be only feeler but not thinker. For example, somebody comes and tells the mother, your child, you know what he did? He bet and he did this and he threw stones at me. At my child also. What kind of... Immediately mother becomes angry. My child will never do like that. Why? Why your child is what? Bhagavan Sri Rama reborn or what? But my mother cannot think like that. My child will not do. My child is good child. Now the mother, instead of becoming thinker, she is feeler. You see? So sometimes I am perceiver. Sometimes I am feeler. Sometimes I am thinker. How do I become perceiver, feeler, thinker? How does I become perceiver, feeler, thinker? By identifying, by functioning through the body, mind and intellect. But then these keeps changing often. You understand? Therefore this is temporary. And because it is temporary, it is not permanent. What, Swamiji? Because it is not temporary, it is not permanent. What I mean to say is that this is not the actual I. Because you are there always. You are permanent. But perceiver, feeler, thinker keeps on changing. Therefore, this is the false I. Why I am saying false I? But I am thinking I am only PFT. Before I came to Vedanta, did I ever think I am consciousness? Till that time, what was my definition of myself? I only. And anybody says I, it is perceiver, feeler, thinker only. Is it not? I am man. Okay. How was this experience coming? Identifying with the body. I am a good person. I am a very loving person. I am very sensitive. Mind. This is how we define ourselves, is it not? And suppose you have to fill up some form. First question, who are you? Okay. You put your name. And the name is given to whom? Is it not? What are your hobbies? What is it you? PFT. From childhood, we have been taught that we are PFT. Correct? From childhood, that is what they have been taught to us. What does Vedanta do? Vedanta tells you, you are not PFT, but you are Om. Why is that? Because this is temporary. They come and go. Whereas, your experience of yourself is permanent. And if your experience of yourself is I am always there, then that I, which is always there, cannot be PFT. It has to be only consciousness. Atman. Oh. Alright. So what is actual spiritual life? Actual spiritual life is understanding I am not PFT, but I am Om. And that is why when somebody asked Gurudev, what is the meaning of Hari Om? You know what he said? The meaning of Hari Om is Hari Home. Hari Home. And what is our home? Om. Because that is our real nature. Some reporter asked Gurudev, can you tell Vedanta in just one line? And Gurudev said, undress and embrace. Huh? Undress and embrace? This is Vedanta? Undress your upadhis of body, mind and intellect. And let the PFT, the ego, embrace the Om. You see? This is the dress you are wearing. And wearing the dress, what happens? You forgot that this is dress and you thought this is you yourself. This is a problem. And removing the dress is not removing body like this. This shirt I can remove. But can I remove body like that? So what is the meaning of removing the body? Understanding I am not body. Understanding is removing. Understanding is undressing. This we should not forget. PFT is the drama I am playing in the realm of OET. What did I say? PFT is the drama I am playing in the realm of OET. In the world of OET. Realm means world, experience, realm, world. Can you say the sentence again? PFT is the drama. What is I? Om. So let us do one thing. PFT is the drama Om is playing in the world of OET. Can we say that again? PFT is the drama Om is playing in the world of OET. And this drama will depend upon what? Body, mind and intellect. And body, mind and intellect will depend on what? Vasana. So can we make a perfect sentence? PFT is the drama Om is playing in the realm of OET because of BMI, which is governed by V. One more time. PFT, one by one you understand. PFT is the drama played by Om in the world of OET because of the dress of BMI, and the nature of the dress depends on V. Okay? With the dress of, say the sentence again. Whole sentence you read for me. PFT is a drama Om is playing in the world of OET with the dress of BMI, correct? And the dress will depend upon V. So if you want to make the sentence, with the dress of BMI that is governed by V. If you are finding the word governed difficult, directed. Niyantritvam. I'll stay for you with the dress of BMI that is governed by, in the bracket of governed you put Niyantrit, whatever that word is, governed by V. Okay? So this is the whole BMI chart. And finally what did we see? What is spiritual life? Or what is the final goal of spiritual life? What is the final goal of spiritual life? PFT, understanding that I am not PFT, but I am O. This is the final goal of spiritual life. Undressing your BMI and embracing the O. So suppose at the end of the whole Yogavir course, suppose they say, what did you study? Can you tell in one line? What you must say? Undressing my BMI and embracing Om. In one line you can tell the whole that you studied here. Undressing BMI. Because when you remove BMI, PFT will not be there. Undressing BMI and embracing Om. This is the whole thing. Okay? Now he is asking a question. As long as we are in the world, body should be there. How you can undress? That is understanding. Understanding you are not the body is undressing the body. That is all. In the case of mind, understanding you are not the mind is this. Same way, understanding you are not intellect. And in meditation, not only understanding, you can actually remove the mind and intellect in meditation. So actual undressing is possible. Then what happens? You will function through the body. But then you have to understand that you are not the body, you are not the mind, you are not the intellect. So when you are functioning, you understand. When you are not functioning, actually dissolve. One minute. Let me finish this question. Yeah? Clear, no? So when you are functioning in the world, understanding you are not the BMI is undressing. In meditation, you dissolve the body, you dissolve the mind, you dissolve the intellect, and you go beyond the body and you merge yourself with Om. What will happen to your mind and intellect will go to V, will be in V, and you will go beyond V and you will go into Om. And that is why a person who wakes up from that meditation, what is called samadhi, he still remembers. Yes, memory. Yes. But because enlightenment has happened, that enlightenment is what will happen? All those negative vasanas will be cancelled away. Memory may be there. You know the incident, but you will not give importance. Because in realization, what happens? You understand the other person is also Om. Just as how you know that you are not the PFT but you are Om, you understand the other person is also not PFT but Om. And therefore, you are one in everybody. Sarvatma Bhava. His question you all understood. In realization, what happens? A person realizes his real nature. But suppose somebody had a problem with him, somebody gave a problem to him, will that person remember after realizing? The person will remember but will not give importance. Okay. Why he won't give importance? Because he knows that all of us are in real nature Om. And therefore, I am only there in everybody. For them PFT is working, but for him, Om is there. So do you see how this chart is perfect, na? Everything is there. Everything. Attachment and all will go away. But it is not, even if attachment goes away, it doesn't mean you do not know what to do. Suppose your father comes or mother comes, attachment goes away. But it doesn't mean that you will take a stone and hit at them. No. It's not like that. In fact, you become more understanding. Right relationships comes. So not only you see mother and father there, you see the whole world as that supreme reality manifesting. Understand? Okay. Now I have explained everything. Now one question came in between. What happens in death? Only one question. Now you see, I want to take this question because I want to show to you, all of you, how this BMI chart can, with this model, how you can answer all questions of Vedanta. Now, one thing I spoke about, what is realization? Undressing, embracing. Undressing your BMI and this PFT merging in Om. Meaning, individual no more, individual is Om. That we saw. Now, next question, what is death? And what is birth? Explain through this. Death, what happens? Body gone. So Om cannot function through the body. Correct? But what all is there? Mind and intellect is there. Mind and intellect is there. One, Sukshma Sharira. What is the need that body should be there for mind and intellect to be there? In dream, you don't experience your body, but mind and intellect is there. Brain is there. That is okay. But brain is there. But are you aware of the body? No. And you are creating a new world, is it not? You are creating a new world. Therefore, there's a world of emotions and thoughts. It can function through the brain. That is a different matter. But mind and intellect are different from brain, is it not? That is Sukshma Sharira, no? Brain is Sthula Sharira. Brain belongs to the body. Does brain belong to the mind or brain belong to the body? Brain belongs to the body. And body only goes away, so mind and intellect are still there. But mind and intellect may not be very much expressing. Not expressing. Because to express, brain is required. Brain is not part of mind. Brain is the apparatus or the instrument for the mind to function. Brain is an instrument for the mind to function. So what happens is that the physical body goes away, but the Sukshma Sharira remains. Not only Sukshma Sharira remains, Karana Sharira also remains. Okay. Then what happens? This V, I, M. These three. Because body is not there, this VIM leaves the body. That is called as death. And depending upon the V, a new body is created. Now all of us have got human vasanas. Therefore, we got the human body. Suppose we have tiger vasanas. Tiger body. Suppose we have goat vasanas. Goat body. You understand? So, depending upon the vasana, a new body will come. And based on the new body, what will happen? The VIM will function. And that new body into which the VIM enters, when it enters, that is called as rebirth. So, what is death? Death is the fall of the body and the living of the VIM. That is called death. What is birth? Birth is entry of the VIM into a new body. That's all. Nothing more. Children death engana. ഈ ചെറുപ്പത്തിൽ കുട്ടി ഇരിക്കുമ്പോൾ our question is, when a children die, when a small child dies, will there be vasana? That is question. Good question. When a small child dies, there is also little mind. There is also little intellect. And vasana, because mind and intellect are not that. Mind and intellect is there, but because brain is not powerful enough, still it is coming, then the mind and intellect cannot express. And vasana also does not express, but everything is there. Like how in a seed, whole tree is there, but it is sitting quiet, waiting for some time, and then everything will come out. That baby also, so smiling, we look, oh, so sweet, so sweet. Wait for some time. The fellow will grow up. And then, all vasanas will start coming. Because body is now big. And because body is big, all instruments are there. And therefore, mind and intellect can easily function. Even in a child, body, mind is there. Intellect is there. We is there, but not expressing fully. So, if a child dies, even a baby dies, let us say. Now, why baby dies? In the garbha also, that child dies. Still, mind is there, intellect is there, we is there, but not expressing fully. But little bit it is expressing. It's there. Little bit. That is why they say, no, to a lady who is carrying the child and all, they say, listen to good, don't see violent movies, don't see this serial, read Bhagavata. Why? Because that baby, little mind, little intellect is there, and that will get affected. Is vasana the cause of death? In case the vasanas cannot express through that body, then what will happen? The body is no more useful for that PFT, and therefore that is death. So when does death happen? When the body is no more suitable for vasanas. Suppose human vasanas, is it there? Human vasana is there. Some vasanas. The moment those vasanas cannot be any more expressing through the body, what will happen? This body will fall away. A lot of questions are there. Yes. People are dying. People are dying only because that body is no more suitable for expression of the vasana. Then you will say, but because of disease only they are dying. Disease only nimitta for the body to go away. Disease is not the actual cause for the person to die. Disease is nimitta. Actual cause is what? The vasanas cannot express. Somehow the body has to die, is it not? Some nimitta has to happen. For one it is disease, for another it is something else. And remember, death we can also create. Suicide. There you cannot say the exhaustion, vasanas are no more suitable. That is why the person died. No, because of the person's action. Because of the person's action, the body died. Accident also, it depends. It depends. You can't say exactly what is the cause. Suppose you made a mistake. That is also possible. Suppose the end of the vasana is there. The vasanas cannot express anymore. Then also that body can die by accident. So very difficult to answer because we do not know everything. We don't have data, information to give answer. We can only say either this or that. Both reasons could be there. But in suicide, very clearly we can see the person has wantonly put an end to the body. And that is negative vasana. That is a different matter. That is a different question altogether. That will create negative vasana. Now you see how many things can be answered to the BMI chat. Any question you want to ask, we can. I know this topic of death, birth and all is very, very... So you should start thinking. Previous vasana, correct. One minute. Human body has got the capacity to take you to the ultimate reality. Any human body. In the Shastra, it is very clearly said that Chaya tapayoriva manushya loke. In the human birth, you can realize the truth much easily than any other birth in this body. And that is why anybody can change. Ratnakar became Valmiki. That is a special thing given to the human body. And that is why they say the human birth is the rarest of all births. Anybody, even the most worst sinner, if he changes, sadhureva samantavyaha samyak vyavasito hita saha kshipram bhavati dharmatma samyak vyavasito, etc., etc. Where am I quoting? Bhagavad Gita, 9th chapter. The moment the person decides, the moment the person thinks and he decides in the intellect, I am going to change, such a person, Bhagavan Shri Krishna says, is a sadhaka. He is a good person. Forget about his past. It doesn't really matter. He can kshipram bhavati dharmatma. Very soon he becomes dharmatma, a very good person. Very soon, because he has taken a decision, I want to change. And then he will realize the self. He will realize the self means what? He will undress and he will embrace. That is special to human birth. And that is why people who do wrong things with the body, they are wasting human birth. And some people put an end to the body. They are doing the worst possible crime. They say the worst possible crime is putting an end to the body by, worst possible crime. Because it's a rare gift. If somebody gives you, let us say, a nice computer, a laptop, with a lot of love they are giving you, and you take it to the 7th floor, 8th floor, 10th floor, and then you throw down. Then what do you say? Why should I give you? You're wasted. With a lot of love I gave you, you're wasted. The same way with lot of love, God gives us human body. And that is wasted. And the purpose of having a human body is this. Actual purpose of having a human body is this. To realize Because in this human birth alone, we can have this chintana, this thinking, what we are doing now. Even devatas, they cannot, usually they don't, exceptions may be there. Only human beings have got the right atmosphere developed. Some little joy, little sorrow is required. Little sorrow also is required. Only then we will turn. And little joy is there. Too much sorrow also we can't do anything. They say in Naraka too much of joy, too much of sorrow is there. So you can't think. In Swarga, too much of bhoga is there. You can't think. Here right balance is there. Therefore in human birth, the mind and the intellect has a right balance. Okay? And it can think carefully about the OET. And it can undress from the BMI. And the individual you, perceiver, feeler, thinker, can, by undressing the BMI, lose the PFT status and become one with the Om, which is your true home. Okay. So we saw the concept of birth and death. Like that, Gurudev used to explain any concept, every concept of Vedanta through this BMI chart. So now if you listen to Gurudev's talks, no? Video and all, Vivek Chudamani, Bhagavad Gita. Now with this clear understanding of BMI, now you watch. You will understand very clearly everything. So shall we summarize? What is this? Atman. Atman means what? I, my true I. What is the nature of this? Sat, Chit, Ananda. What is this? Vasanas. Vasanas govern what? BMI. And when Om functions through the body, and this body will be governed by Vasanas. That is why Vasana is coming here. Okay? When Om functions through the body and perceives the world of objects, this Om becomes perceiver. When Om functions through the mind and experiences the world of emotions, the Om becomes the feeler. When Om functions through the intellect and experiences the world of thoughts, Om becomes thinker. So Om gets the name of PFT because of identification with the BMI. Okay? Remove the BMI by understanding that I am not the BMI. Then what happens? You understand your real nature to be Om. Okay? My topic is over. Good. Shall we conclude? Any questions? Yeah, Swamiji, lots of questions are there. Now you start thinking. The course is meant for you to start thinking. Now you think. And you ask your questions. And in case you find that some question is there you want to ask me, come and ask me. You know where I am. You can come. But you keep studying. So now close your eyes and tell the chart. Om V BMI PFT OET. From bottom up. OET PFT BMI V Om. Okay. Remember this. Always keep this in your mind. This chart is entire Vedanta. Okay. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।